137 million?
Yes, and if I don't pay up, I'll go to jail for tax evasion. I'm crazy enough to take on Batman, but the IRS, no, thank you.
Like, bashing goons! When Gothamites hear the name Harley Quinn, I want them to piss themselves! I want a taste of that.
You want a taste of piss?
No, you know what I've meant.
Calling himself the Red Hood. What do you know about it?
That he has horrible taste. When I wore that number, it was classy. More flashy maitre d' than motorcycle fetish. Oh, these kids today.
Let the kid go, Joker.
I'm trying to! Hey, do I hit your kids?
Oh, actually I do. When Harley knocks on the door 3 times, you open it.
And?
That's it.
Wait, that's the favor? You called me here just to open a door?
Well, look at the size of that cake, man. She can't open the door and push it in all at once.
Great Scott!
Actually, I'm Irish.
I'll break you in 2. Batman, if you had the guts for that kind of fun, you would have done it years ago. I, on the other hand...
Oh, that's Luigi. His food's the reason I keep coming back to Arkham. I mean, him and Batman. See, Luigi's got a bit of a nickname around here.
Little Italy.
It feels no good. The flavor really just explodes in your mouth.
Do guests get to keep these?
Sure, you do whatever you want with it. We got a closet full of them.
So long as you won't miss it.
I must say, Mayor, of all the scum I've taken down so far, it was your wife who disappointed me the most.
My wife? Sheila? What have you done to Sheila?
11 items at a 10-item grocery checkout. She had it coming.
Time for the Injustice League to step into the light. Admit it. You can't turn away.
Watch the fireworks.
It's lucky you were here, Harley. The countdown sequence didn't leave Joker enough time to swing by Arkham and pick you up. Quiet, Brett.
Don't forget your little pets.
The babies! We can't leave the babies!
I'll buy you a goldfish. Let's go.
Don't mind my home security system. Down, Rusty.
Can't be too careful with all those weirdos around.
Oh boy, this does not look good, does it? Joker. You know what the joke is here? I'm totally innocent. Ugh, that doesn't even sound right, does it?
Then... Nice entrance. Either you've never heard of a door, or you just like pulling glass out of your shorts. Edie?
We're with you.
Boys?
We're with you.
Bonk? Oh, right. Dead. Put them back, Harley.
Oh, Mr. J, you're such a kidder. You never could...
I said put them back!
Sure, boss, I can do that. This is me putting them back, no problema.
Without Batman, crime has no punchline. Jingle bells, Batman smelt, Robin laid an egg. The Batmobile lost the wheel, and the Joker got away.
You're not going to leave him like this, are you?
Why?
Hello? He's still alive.
And he's going to stay that way until I say we don't need him anymore.
Lex, listen to someone who knows. Don't wait. Do it now.
You don't like my decisions? Leave!
And they say I'm crazy.
Don't worry, I promise a fair fight. And by fair, I mean totally stacked in my favor.
Come on! That sentimental claptrap worked. Now, back to the grind. Who's Robin these days?
Oh, shut your damn mouth! Strip him. Double hand and leg cuffs.
Ooh, kinky.
Get out of my face, clown!
Which one?
What is wrong with you? Don't you think I would have done that had I wanted to? Half the fun of our relationship was the mystery. Now I know Batman is just some boring rich asshole with parental issues.
Nobody panic!
Okay, start panicking. But I digress. The time for sorrow has passed. It's time to look ahead to a future filled with smiles. And I'll be smiling again, just as soon as we take that man there, and slap him in that box there, and roll it into that vat of acid there. Hello? Hello, operator? I believe my party's been disconnected.
I don't share your sense of humor. Yet we're linked, you and I, like comedy and tragedy. Two sides, same coin. The gas...
On God's earth. Is he still alive?
Gotta give the boy points. He came all the way back from the dead to make this shindig happen. So, who's got a camera? Ooh, get one of me and the kid first. Then you and me, then the three of us, and then one with the crowbar. Then...
You be as quiet as possible, or I'll put one in your lap first.
Party pooper. No cake for you.
Your hands are just as dirty. Dirtier. Don't touch me, old man.
I don't know where you've been.
I'm here, bitches! And I brought favors for everybody!
I'll let you off if you promise to do a little favor for me.
Oh, okay. What?
I don't know! I haven't thought of it yet! More powerful than a locomotive. And just about as subtle.
You know, it's funny. This situation reminds me of a joke. A doctor told his patient, I have bad news and worse news. Oh dear, what's the bad news? Asked the patient. The doctor replied, you only have 24 hours to live. That's terrible, said the patient. But how can the other news possibly be worse? The doctor replied, well, I've been trying to contact you since yesterday!
Best gun ever.
Joker, your angel of death awaits.
I'm impressed, lady. You're harder to kill than a cockroach on steroids. I love to personalize all my stuff.
Very amusing. So how much is it going to cost me to get out of this?
I'm not a material guy, Lexi. No, what I want now is for you to know what it feels like to lose everything you have. Everything you've ever built. Like I lost everything to old Batboy.
Anything else?
I'll need some guys. Not these guys, because, well, they're kind of dead.
The real one'll move. He always does.
Medical report. Stat.
You had a bad accident. You're a very sick man.
Flattery won't save you.
Now, what are you going to do to me?
Listen, I'm sorry, really. I had a bad day. Boss turned down my raise.
Now look, my rude friend. We can't have people cursing at each other on the freeway. It's simply not polite.
Soon. In fact, the idea for walking anywhere seems remote. But then, that's always a problem with softbacks. Oh God, literary discussions can get so dry, can't they? Finish the commission, take him where he needs to be. And please, do be careful. After all, he is topping the bill. It really is a shame you'll miss your father's debut, Miss Gordon. Sadly, our venue wasn't built with the disabled in mind.
Are you doing this?
To prove a point. Here's to cry.
Thinking about my own love life. I mean, I don't want to biff it like you did.
Hey, I told Ivy how I felt. She didn't feel that way. End of story. Water under the bridge.
Right. The screaming about it at the mere mention of her name certainly backs that up.
What makes you think you can kill Superman when you can't even handle a mere mortal in a Halloween costume?
There's nothing mere about that mortal.
All the people I've murdered by letting you live.
I never kept count.
I did.
I know. And I love you for it.
Say, is it hot in here or is it just me? Harv, open that door so we can get a breeze.
Good idea.
No! Remember, it's not the fall, it's the sudden stop.
You could have respected her wishes and left her alone.
I'd have killed her first!
I'd like that last statement stricken from the record, please.
Record? Is someone supposed to be writing this down? Once I spin the wheel, you, the casino, and that strutting fool Kaiser will all be blown sky high. Not bad, eh?
You won't get Kaiser. He's been playing you for a patsy.
Eh?
He's counting on you to blow this place up so he can collect the insurance. By the time you get clear, Kaiser will be miles away laughing at you.
I hate it when you make sense.
I suppose I'm going to have to teach you a lesson so you can better follow in his footsteps. Nah, I'm just gonna keep beating you with this crowbar.
What? Compare me to Batman? I got more style, more brains. I'm certainly a better dresser.
Name someone funnier than me, Stan.
Harley?
What? No! Women aren't funny.
Sneer-free. It's Permaclown. Ooh, tough crowd. Look! Nothing up my sleeves. Nothing that won't put a smile on your face. Say cheese. What I told you a long time ago. One of the painful truths of comedy. You always take shots from folks who just don't get the joke.
What I'm doing here? Somebody!
Doing? You're doing what any sane man in your appalling circumstances would do. You're going mad. I remember. Oh, I wouldn't do that. Remembering's dangerous. I find the past such a worrying, anxious place. Yes, memory's so treacherous. One moment you're lost in a carnival of delights, childhood aromas, the flashing neon of puberty, all that sentimental candy floss. The next, it takes you somewhere you don't want to be. Somewhere dark and cold, filled with the damp, ambiguous shapes of things you'd rather forget. Memories can be vile, repulsive little brutes. Like children, no?
It's finally here, isn't it? The moment we both dreamed about. Oh, don't tell me you're gonna fall asleep before we finish. You have gotten old, haven't you?
Oh, Harley, I take back half the horrible things I've done to you.
Anyway, be a good boy, finish your homework, and be in bed by 9. And hey, please tell the big man I said hello.
Not Bruce. It's just an old friend come by to say hello. Hello, Batman.
All right. I'll see you then.
Now, ain't that a coinky-dink? We're talking about the old man and the spawn of his loins just happens to call.
Makes you want to laugh, doesn't it, Arthur?
Can we we live without them? Memories are what our reason is based on. If we deny them, we deny reason itself. Although, what's wrong with that, really? It's not like we're contractually tied down to rationality. There is no sanity clause. So when you find yourself locked onto an unpleasant train of thought, headed for places in your past where the screaming is unavoidable, remember this: there's always madness. You can just step outside and close the door on all those dreadful things that happened. You can lock them away forever. You really should loosen up, dear. Have a laugh now and then.
You fell in love with me when I was famous. When I looked like this. Bethany fell in love with me when I was just a square-looking barback with not a lot of prospects.
That wasn't the real you. You'd have forgotten what a piece of shit you are.
I can't believe you were ever a therapist.
This has all been worked out far in advance, Francis. You are merely the last tiny cog in my grand design. So don't speak to me again, okay? Now, what is everyone in town talking about?
Your fish?
I told you not to speak!
Always wanted to carve this bird. And what's wrong with that? It's done wonders for me.
Boy, did you get a wrong number. Leave your message at the sound of the shriek. No, please, don't! Ah!
Holy Christ! That must be the best ghost train in the business. I mean, when I went in, the fella in the middle didn't look a day over 17. That's what a dose of reality will do to you. It's why I never touch the stuff. I find it waters down the hallucinations. So, Commissioner House, parking is such a pain in this city.
Tell me these aren't spiffy clodhoppers.
Joker, listen! To the sound of you going splat?
Great idea.
No!
Man, take it easy. I was just kidding.
So was I. Oops. No, I wasn't.
You're seeing another villain already? I thought we had something special.
Shut up, freak!
Freak! Betsy, are you gonna let him talk to me that way? No, it is so like you not to defend me. How many others were there? No, don't tell me. I guess the joke's on me. And scene.
You gonna do it this time? Or you're just gonna put me in another body cast for 6 months? So disappointing. But back to the matter at hand. This new hoodie. You really think I would stir up so much trouble and not make sure you knew it was me?
Let me ask you something. What does it matter if you send me back to the asylum if it doesn't matter to me? I've proven my point. Gordon's been driven mad. I've demonstrated there's no difference between me and everyone else. All it takes is one bad day. That's how far the world is from where I am. Just one bad day. You had a bad day once, am I right? Oh, I know I am. I can tell. You had a bad day and everything changed. Dressing up like a flying rat doesn't hide it, it screams it. You had a bad day and it drove you as crazy as everybody else, only you won't admit it. You have to keep pretending that that makes sense, that there's some point to all this struggling. You make me wanna puke.
Going my way, handsome? Cute kid. Hope she doesn't take being an orphan too hard.
Tomorrow, all the papers will say is that the great Joker was found blown to bits in an alley, alongside a miserable little nobody. Kind of funny. Ironic, really. See, I can destroy a man's dreams too. And that's really the only dream you've got, isn't it?
Look, Charlie, you've had a busy day. All this running around, all this excitement with Batman! Stop! You're crazy!
What is it with you? What made you what you are? Girlfriend killed by the mob, maybe? Brother carved up by some mugger? Something like that, I know. Because something like that happened to me. Sometimes I remember it one way, sometimes another. If I'm going to have a past, I prefer it to be multiple choice. My point is, I went crazy. And I'm smart enough to admit it. Why can't you? By clinging to reality, you're denying the reality of the situation. Do you ever think about how many times we've come close to World War III over a flock of geese on a computer screen? Silly goose, it's all a joke. Everything anybody's ever valued or struggled for, it's monstrous. Why can't you see the funny side? Why aren't you laughing?
Also how we did it in my day. You know, kids, a lot has changed while your old Uncle Joker's been away. New Gotham, new rules, even a new Batman. But now I'm tanned, I'm rested, and I'm ready to give this old town a wedgie again.
Guess the joke is on me. You're not Batman after all. Looks like there's a new face in Gotham, and soon his name will be all over town. To say nothing of his legs, feet, and spleen, and head.
I was feeling a bit screw loose, so I checked myself in.
Who are you?
My card. It's funny. This reminds me of a joke. See, there were two guys locked in a lunatic asylum. And one night they decided they didn't like that anymore. They decided to escape. So they made it up to the roof, and there, just across this narrow gap, they see rooftops stretching across town, stretching to freedom. Now, the first guy, he jumps right across, no problem. But his friend, oh, no way. He's afraid of falling. So the first guy, he has an idea. He says, hey, I got this flashlight with me. I'll shine it across the gap between the buildings, and you can walk across the beam and join me. But the second guy says, what do you think I am, crazy? You just turn it off when I'm halfway across.
Not expect any further statements. The Sons of Batman do not make speeches. We act. Gotham City belongs to the Batman.
Batman. Darling.
I can't believe you got him! You expert, rootin', tootin', eagle-eyed, goth-loving marksman. I love it. You managed to find a way to win. And everybody still loses!
Soon the serums and the shocks took their toll, and the dear lad began to share such secrets with me. Bruce. It's true, Batsy. I know everything. And kinda like the kid who peeks at his Christmas presents, I must admit, it's sadly anticlimactic. Behind all the sturm and batarangs, you're just a little boy in a play suit crying for mommy and daddy. It'd be funny if it weren't so pathetic. No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.
Shut up.
Make me. Come on, finish me. Doesn't matter. I win. I made you lose control. And they'll kill you for it. See you in hell.
That's the best joke I ever heard! This isn't Batman. This isn't your inner demons. This is you. The deep down inside you. That day in Bosnia was your birthday. I got you your crowbar, a little song, a little dance, a little dynamite in your pants, and you were reborn. Hallelujah. Without your proud Papa Joker there to slap you on the ass, without the Dark Knight going nighty-night forever, you wouldn't be the fine, upstanding, eyes open, gun-toting, psychopathic survivor you are today. So admit it, son! Who's your daddy?